Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Whitman Gaming, and today we're going to look at the famous King Tiger, or the German heavy tank, the Tiger 2. Now, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit that bell button, so once I upload a new video, maybe a tank guide or a mod release, you will get notified. So, let's begin. Even with the success of the Tiger 1, with its thick armor and accurate gun that brings a devastating effect and terror in the battlefield, the German High Command is still not satisfied, saying that the Tiger 1 is not using the most powerful 88mm gun, the FAK-43. So in 1943, Henschel designed a new version of the Tiger, the Panzerkampfwagen Tiger Aus B, also known as the Königstiger or the King Tiger. The King Tiger featured a slope armor, same with the Panther, and the armor is now much thicker compared to the Tiger 1. During its time, no Allied tank managed to penetrate its front armor, while the high-velocity 88mm FAK-43 gun can destroy most of the Allied tank in great range. But with all the superiority in its specs, the Tiger 2 suffered from a lot of problems, such as lack of fuels, lack of equipments, technical difficulties, and with the continuous Allied bombing of the factories, only few King Tiger managed to produce, compared to the Allied who has a superior number. With this problem, the arrival of the King Tiger didn't do much or affect to change the course of the war. We're now looking at the specs of the Tier 8 German heavy tank, the Tiger 2. The Tiger 2 possessed the very accurate 10cm gun with its great penetration of 225, which even you can penetrate even the E75 or most of the Tier 9 heavy tank. The Tiger 2 also possesses a very good DPM with its good reload time, and since you have a very accurate gun, there's high chance that you will hit a target even in great distance. The HP of the tank is quite high compared to the IS-3, which only have, I guess, 105. Yes, even though I removed it, you can see, even I removed the improved assembly, you can still have the 1600 HP, and that's still high, slightly high actually. Now I put it, but most of the time I use the enhanced armor. I used the enhanced armor before, but with the update of the Tiger 2, if you don't know, the Tiger 2 has an update to it. The armor thickness of the tank has increased. So yes, so actually putting an enhanced armor, making it actually I guess OP. So just stick with the improved assembly so you can withstand more damage in case you get penetrated. With the I usually use the gun rammer. The tank, even though you have an accurate gun, the tank actually has a low alpha compared to the IS. Sometimes you will get a 200 alpha roll, which is too low. If you can see the most of the HP of the Tier 8 or the Tier 9 tank, so 200 alpha is quite low. So I use the gun rammer. So even though you have a very low alpha, you can shoot in a quick succession. Most of the time, I load the supercharge for long-range engagement and vertical stabilizer. Before, the tank is being used as a sniper, but with the enhanced armor, the tank or the buff armor, the tank now becomes a brawler. Later on, I will show you the armor specs of the tank. The gun handling, one of the best gun handling in Tier 8. You see that the base aim time is just 2 seconds. So you can actually, and the dispersion actually that's quite low. So you can actually shoot while you are on the move. While some of the tanks, like the IS, the WZ, that you need time before you aim. The Tiger 2, you can move and you can shoot and move, or while your turret is rotating. So it's making the tank very formidable. Now, with its mobility, even though the tank possesses a very high weight, let's say it's a very heavy tank compared to the other tanks, again, such as the IS, which is just 53 tons, the tank is actually quite mobile. The forward mobility is 38 kilometers per are. And actually, the tank has a very good traverse speed, both turret and whole traverse speed. The terrain resistant to the tank is actually good. You can manage to go uphill easily, and the depression, actually of the gun, the 7-degree depression will help you manage to engage on a hill, making the tank a very formidable tier 8 heavy tank. Even before the buff of the tank, this is one of my favorites, or the tier 8 that I most played. The most played, actually my most played tank is the Tiger 2. So that's all for the specs. We will now going to move at the armor profile of the tank. So here we are now at the armor profile of the Tiger 2, or the King Tiger. The front armor, both the upper plate and the lower plate, actually having a 160mm, which is the best catch in this in the armor profile of this tank, the best catch of its buff. But remember, the tank has a slope armor, giving the frontal upper plate at least 200mm armor, 213 or 215mm armor. But again, high caliber gun can still penetrate that without using an APCR or premium rounds. IS-3 can actually penetrate that easily, even though using a standard round. So I suggest learn to angle, learn to side scrape, to increase your armor effectiveness. If you don't know how to side scrape, please do learn that first before heading to this tank. This tank is a depending match in the side scraping. If you don't know how to side scrape yet, and you want to know how to be more effective in side scraping, please check the link below. I made a tutorial for that. So 160mm is actually quite high. If you try to angle the tank at least 43 degrees, you will be avoid being penetrated by the IS-3. So side scraping I really suggest side scraping on this tank, unless you are sniping or just supporting. Now the real catch is the lower plate. The lower plate has the 160mm armor. Little of the player know that the weak spot is not just the lower plate, but the problem is the Tiger 2 transmission is actually placed in front. So once a shell managed to penetrate its lower plate, there's a high chance you will be on fire. So increasing the armor plate or hiding that weak spot will save your ass a lot. So again, learn the side scrape. While the front turret armor quite thick, but again, it's German, so it's flat. Use your mobility to move while shooting, or after you shoot a shell, quickly hide. Use your mobility. You cannot give them time to aim that weak spot. So also avoid the head-to-head or bumper-to-bumper brawl. High chance you will be penetrated in your front armor, unless you are fighting a low caliber gun such as the LTTB. And again, most of the weak spot, the rear. Avoid using your rear in battle. You can penetrate it. Even the lighter tanks, or even the tier 7 tank, even the tier 6 can actually penetrate your rear armor. So be careful in that. Learn to hide that weak spot. So that's all for the armor specs. Let's proceed now to the tactics. Now we're now at the tactics of the tank, the recommended tactics. Even with the buff of the armor, of the tank, the one-on-one brawl is still not recommended. Again, the reason why it was not recommended: the front armor can be penetrated by most of the heavy tank if they use an EPCR, or even without the EPCR they can penetrate that. And also the front turret armor can be penetrated easily. So it's still not recommended to do a one-on-one brawl unless you will going to do a one-on-one while you are in a range. Use your gun advantage. That's the point. That's why they say that a long range sniping is recommended in this tank, because that will be your advantage. the long range, the accurate gun, that will be your advantage. So use that. Always use that. Go find a good position, engage from that spot. With your thick armor, it's will be a challenging for them to get a shot back at you. So use that. Tier 9, same strategy. Long range sniping still recommended. Just imagine you are a very heavy sniper tank. You're a very heavy TD, a very mobile TD, same as the Tiger 1. Your playstyle with the before even debuff Tiger 2 and debuff Tiger 2 is still the same playstyle. Use that. Your gun is your advantage. Use that even though you have a thick armor. The thick armor is just your bonus. So now let's go to the gameplay and I will show you how great this tank is. Here we are now, the first gameplay of the Tiger 2. So I'm going to show you some sample of the techniques that I currently use to this tank. So at the very beginning of the match, I always look at a choke point on the map. So in this map, I will choose the C. What I'm going to do is just hold the line. Hold that line and never gonna give up that position. While my teammates is going to engage on A and hoping they will win at the area. But if I manage to hold this place perfectly, I can reduce their team effectiveness like this. I'm just holding this line and I'm hoping to drop a shot on WZ. And the enemy decided to engage. But again, I'm not going to give up my position. I'm going to side script. And this is what I said, that the high caliber gun can penetrate its front armor. And the eye of the WC, it can easily penetrate my front armor. So I'm keeping the angle and hoping to block some shot. Now that FB having a lower caliber gun cannot penetrate me at all. So now this WZ can actually penetrate me. It has a very good gun, accurate and nice reload time. Accuracy of that WZ is not that great, but you see that the WZ missed the shot. This is what I said, that keep moving, use your mobility, shoot and move. That's the key. Use your mobility, your accurate gun as your advantage. And now I'm really furious at the Smasher as he missed the shot. Good thing that my teammate on the A side, and now one of the meds is now supporting us. Well, the Smasher died. So I still focusing on the WZ even though there's an FP behind. I know I have a teammate that's supporting me from behind. So I'm not giving up this position. Even though I know we have now the advantage, I'm trying to stay on hold on this area as I want to survive the battle. I want to farm more damage and also to survive. So I'm going to pick and then a nice shot, then hide again, then wait for the reload. And now thanks to my quick reload, I managed to engage again and delivering 300 damage, giving me more than 2k damage. Now that's what I said, the holding the line. Hold the line, engage. That's the advantage of knowing how to side script. And actually that's a very good play. And now we're looking at the second battle. We are now at the bottom tier, so I still play actually aggressive. So what I decided to go to this hill and try to spot the enemy from the other side and play it safe. The only problem in this thing is one of our meds decided not to spot the enemy on C, not distract them, giving the enemy on the C to engage us. So I'm trying to snipe the cupola of the BK, but I will failed on doing that. I didn't have so much depression to engage in that. And now look at that. We've been engaged from the C side. I've been sniped from the C side, and I was really furious about that. So again, your weak spot is your rear and your side. Not try to expose that. They can penetrate you all easily on that side. So I decided to go down and engage these two tanks from the A side. the chieftain, and out of nowhere, my shot bounced through that space armor, the upper plate armor. Now again, the real catch of the tank is your accurate gun. I managed to engage the coup with that T95, even though it's actually small. So I'm playing it safe and didn't. I tried to engage from a distance as I can. The T95 can engage me easily in that. So again, I must be engaged on my side by the PK. So I'm leaving it to the IS, and I'm going to try to engage the PK. Again, I will keep my distance. If I go head to head with that PK, I will definitely lose. So avoid trying to do that. Use your armor, engage for a distance. That's why I always suggest. Engage for a distance as you can. Use the gun as your advantage. Try to, yes, you're playing it safe, but that's the best way you can play the Tiger 2. So again, I didn't want to expose my side in case that there's a TP on their base, so I'm using this structure. Now, the best position actually for the Tiger 2, the best area for the Tiger 2, if you can go to the city, always go to the city. It's perfect place to hide your weak spots, like the side, the rear, and also the lower plate, like this. I'm using the structure, the house, to hide my tank. And again, thanks to my very accurate 10cm gun, watch how I'm going to engage this tank. And then, I managed to hit its front armor. I don't know if it's the front or the side, but I still hit it. Even though it's only exposing a small portion of the tank, I still managed to hit that. So again, I'm playing it safe. I'm using the structure from both my side to hide my tank. I know that there's two meds there, so I'm trying to engage them from behind. And look how the terrain resistant of the tank, even though I'm climbing a hill or moving backward, I managed to do that easily. Engaging, shot bounce. Again, I keep moving. I didn't want to give them time to engage my frontal turret armor. And map awareness again. I know that there's a TD on my side, so I'm always checking it just in case he decided to engage me first. And this fight is over. And it's a rough start, but I still managed to gain 2k damage. So that's it for the Tiger 2 or the King Tiger guide. I hope you learned something from that. This is my new format, which I include a little history, a little intro. I hope you like it. And we're now looking at the very nice Tiger 2 wallpaper. If you are interested to get that, I'm leaving the link below. I hope you learned something from that, and good luck to the battlefield, Commander.